Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Beau again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump providing intel for Ukraine. In a somewhat surprising turn of events, the Trump administration is reportedly providing Ukraine with intelligence on Russian infrastructure, deep within Russia's borders. That would be a massive shift, not just in Trump policy, but in U.S. policy. Some are attributing this to Trump's recent statements about how he's reevaluated his view of things over there, when he wrote on social media, quote, "After getting to know and fully understand the Ukraine-Russia military and economic situation, and after seeing the economic trouble it is causing Russia, I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and win all of Ukraine back in its original form. With time, patience, and the financial support of Europe, and in particular NATO, the original borders from where this war started is very much an option. Why not? Russia has been fighting aimlessly for 3.5 years, a war that should have taken a real military power less than a week to win. This is not distinguishing Russia. In fact, it is very much making them look like a paper tiger. When the people living in Moscow and all of the great cities, towns, and districts all throughout Russia find out what is really going on with this war, the fact that it's almost impossible for them to get gasoline through the long lines that are being formed, and all of the other things that are taking place in their war economy, where most of their money is being spent on fighting Ukraine, which has great spirit and only getting better. Ukraine would be able to take back their country in its original form, and who knows, maybe even go further than that. But the reporting seems to indicate that the shift to provide intelligence to Ukraine that would allow them to more effectively target Russia's war-making capacity and infrastructure inside Russia occurred before then. It really puts that part about when the people living in Moscow and all the great cities, towns, and districts all throughout Russia find out what is really going on with this war into a new perspective. Vance has also gotten in on the tone shift with Russia, saying, quote, "The Russians have got to wake up and accept reality here." There's also talk about the U.S. providing Ukraine with Tomahawks that have a range of about 1,500 miles. This type of assistance has been avoided out of the risk of escalation. It appears that Russia's insults toward NATO, and Trump specifically, have gotten under his skin, to the point that he is at least willing to signal that he could go all in on the Ukrainian side of the conflict. Normally, Russia would be crying foul and saying this was an escalation. But in this case, their propaganda machine has been saying we've been providing this intel for months. It's Trump, so it's completely possible that it's a taco moment rather than a tomahawk moment. He might be trying to push Russia to the table, but good luck with that. This will be going on in the background as the shutdown gets most of the coverage. We'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.